Welcome back, guys. In this video, I'm gonna actually show you some of the tools I use and what I keep in my toolbox on hand, usually to work on bikes. I'm gonna go over some of the stuff I've used, some of the stuff that I haven't used and refused to buy because I don't think I'll get much use for it. And I'm gonna show you some stuff that I try to keep on hand. I'm gonna try to keep this video short, usually 3 to 4 minutes is usually my max. So here we go. If you order bike parts, you're gonna notice one thing they love sending you is stickers. I mean, this is what I've done with my toolbox. I put all the stickers I usually get for it right on there. But let's just open it up and see what we have inside. You're gonna notice one thing I have a lot of is zip ties. I also bought this frame protector. It's plastic. I only put it on road bikes, honestly. On mountain bikes, it's really not gonna do much. It's pretty flimsy. I have the Park Tool VC1 to remove the valve cap and stem for when I was putting sealant in. As I said before, I have an abundance of zip ties. I even have smaller ones for cable management, but I don't really do a whole lot of cable management. But I've got an assorted colors of. I also have a Sealant Injector. I've used this for the Hawk Hill 3. This is the sealant I used. Plenty of rim tape for some reason. I've used this to clean the drivetrain before. I don't use it that often, but when I do, it's pretty useful. The only thing is, like, I find taking the wheel on and off to be kind of cumbersome, but I have grease because you can never have enough grease. And I have an abundance of tire tubes. And the majority of these is for road bikes because if you road bike a lot, you're gonna notice or commuter bikes, I should say. One of the biggest issues I always had is goat heads and just flat tires, and always had to replace those or put sealant in them. Moving on. One tool that I find increasingly useful is this caliper. If you're gonna replace something like your handlebars or your seat post clamp or the seat post itself, this is super useful in getting measurements right the first time. There's so many to go through and you don't wanna buy the wrong part, only have to return it. I mean, if you really had to, you could take your bike to a bike shop. They could help you out with the sizing and whatnot, but my advice, if you're gonna do that, try to buy from them and don't try to gyp them and go buy from Amazon. The majority of the maintenance I've done on my bike, I've used this Bikehand toolkit. It's the YC-799AB. It's got pretty much everything you need for the amateur mechanic, minus some specialty tools, but it's got everything I've needed. So everything I need to do the bottom bracket, replace the cassette with this chain whip tool. I've used this remover right here, the chain breaker. If you had a master link, you have master link pliers here. You have a torque wrench in the bottom that goes up to 24 Newton meters, which is super useful. You have an Allen key set. You have this tool right here to measure your chain wear. You have a pedal wrench. This could also be your pedal wrench. And you have an assortment of tools such as tire levers and spoke wrench tool. Honestly, this has been super useful. I've done the majority of the maintenance on my own bike using this tool. The only time I don't have something I need, that's when I consider either is it worth taking it to the bike shop and have them do it, or is it worth buying the tool itself? I'll give you an idea right now. To give you an idea of what I mean, this fork right here is actually not the original fork that came with the bike. I bought this fork because I've used it on another bike, but to replace the fork, I would have needed a pipe cutter and I would have needed a star nut setter. Those are both tools I didn't have, so I asked the local bike shop what the quote would be to actually do the work for me as opposed to buying the tools myself. And what I try to do is I try to weigh the costs versus using the tools once or twice and then never again, versus the actual price that they would give me at the bike shop. And in this case, it was relatively the same price, and I knew I wasn't going to use the tool again because I don't replace forks that often, so I figured it's better to just take it to the local bike shop. Lastly, I think my most important tool in my actual toolbox collection is probably this bike stand right here. It's super useful. I've used it for a whole lot of different maintenance. I continue to use it, and I'll show you some of the things I can do. With this bike stand, I can pretty much replicate most of the situations I can encounter on the ground. I can cycle through all the gears just fine. I can test the brakes out, feel if they're feeling spongy or not, and go back down the gears. I can test mostly all the levers and whatnot. I can feel the brakes to see if they're spongy. It's been actually my most used tool in my entire collection. I don't regret buying it one bit. I've talked about this in the past, but honestly, I think it's super useful and it's worth considering if you want to be an at-home mechanic also. I'm going to wrap this video up right now. I think it's getting to where I want it to be. If you like this video, leave a like, comment if you need to go into more depth on something. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.